What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another exclusive early access look at the upcoming Battlefield 1 DLC, Thou Shall Not Pass. In today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the new vehicle, the assault tank. This thing is a beast. Not as much of a beast as its big brother, the behemoth that I showed off in yesterday's video. If you haven't seen that, I'll include a link in the description down below, but don't click it yet because we have another plane snipe. This is very accurate. It is the assault tank, so it's meant to pack a punch, do a bunch of damage, but what it lacks in armor, it makes up for mobility. You're gonna see me climb a mountain to my left pretty easily. Other tanks would definitely struggle going up this mountain right here in front of me, but there's three different variants for the assault tank. It's made by the French. They have a gas grenade assault tank, which basically everything that you shoot, you see me just switch to a shotgun like standard other tanks, but in the gas grenade tank, you shoot gas, you use gas as cover, you have a mortar gas. Basically there's four different options to shoot gas. I don't really like supporting the gas grenades. I think they need to be nerfed. They did nerf it in this upcoming patch, but still, I'm not supporting gas grenades. But look how mobile and versatile this thing is. It just goes straight up the mountain. In other tanks, you would probably end up sliding down the mountain, even though the soldiers are running faster than me. You ever do that when you're in traffic? You're like, man, I could just get out and run and I'll be there faster. But then I'll leave my car on the highway and probably get a really big fine. Anyways, so there's a cool feature in this tank, which is the pigeon. Just like the single player campaign, I pressed 4 and it sent out a pigeon with coordinates that gave me some backup. I got a kill with an artillery strike. It drops pretty much a good radius around you. I use that kind of bad right there, I guess. I mean, you get unlimited pigeons, you just gotta wait for it to come off of cooldown, but I feel like the pigeon is meant to be used in a very stressful situation as a latch ditch effort as you're trying to repair your vehicle. But you gotta see a little bit later in this clip that I do pretty good with the pigeon variant. So we also got a little bit later in this video the other variant of this tank. They're all really good. I mean, it is the assault tank, so it's gonna do some damage, and I really like how they added this into the game, because honestly the other tanks, I felt like they were either too armored and people would sit on a hill like this peeking over, shooting their shells, and maybe they'll take 50% damage, their retreat, repair for 2 minutes, and come back fresh. This tank goes down pretty easily if you hit it with a good amount of damage. You can disable it. If you looked at the behemoth video that I mentioned earlier, I two-shot these vehicles very easy. And you're also gonna see right here, I'm just going over all types of terrain, through the water, up the ridge like it's nothing. I'm gonna call in the pigeons right on one of my favorite features of this map, which is the tree house sniper tower right in front of me. I thought that was very cool that they added. And as you see, I'm very low. I went down to 14% health. I think they only hit me with maybe 3-4 grenades. They threw a lot of grenades at me, but they were pretty bad. And somehow I just get into it after exiting the tank. I'm just gonna sit here and repair good as new, like it's nothing, baby. And look at that kill feed in the top right hand corner. Someone just got a 5-in-1 bombing run. I just want to quickly touch on this because we are featuring a new map, which I know a lot of people want to get their hands on. This map is really good for airplanes. Like, it's very open. There's only a few AA gunners, and some people don't like that. As a pilot myself, I like that a lot, and I'm having a lot of fun on this map. It's very diverse. There's parts for snipers, there's parts for shotgunners, there's the hill that you can see all the people up there. Like, it's a really good map, and I can't wait for you guys to play on it. And I seen one comment that I have to respond to in yesterday's video. Someone was like, fuck you, DICE, why do you have Battlefield CTE just letting people play for free? What's the point of getting premium? Well, that's a person who comments before they know anything of the situation, because you need Battlefield Premium to play on CTE. So it's not giving like DLC free to people, which I think that would be cool, but they have more than enough people who have premium who are playing Battlefield to test it out, and I just thought it was a really cool thing. And I saw someone like trying to trash EA and DICE, and you know, I'm sponsored by EA sometimes. They hook me up with like early access to stuff, and they've been very cool to me, but I just hate when people comment before even knowing anything about the situation. So right here, you gotta see enemies all around me. I call in the artillery strike and get a triple kill. I thought that was very cool, and my best personal use of the pigeon. So here is another variant of the tank. It has a machine gun on the front of it, which I think it's a pretty good machine gun. That guy was only at 13% health, but I did a good amount of damage. Oh, I only did 13 damage to him, but it was pretty accurate, the machine gun shots. And you're gonna see me follow up with another shot, and then I hit 3. 3 is a flare kind of scenario where you can spot everybody in your sights, but it also blinds them. Now, you're gonna see later in this clip as well, an enemy tank tries to flare me, and it really shows them off because there's this big bright spotlight that, I mean, it's very obvious that there's a tank there. It's not the sun in this rain, it's a tank. It does have a lot of advantages. It blinds them, it flashes them as well. So it's basically both of the recon kits flare grenades. You can shoot off a flare, or you can shoot a flash flare, and it kind of does both of those at the same time instantly. So it is a very good tool to use. It does disorient a lot of the enemy players. They don't know what to do once you hit them with this flare. It's very annoying because you do get like flashed. Like, I know there's a lot of Call of Duty fans on my channel. It feels like you get flash grenaded, like Call of Duty 4 flash grenaded, where you have to like blink and like physically touch your eyes. That should not be a feature in games. I hate when they do that. Then there's that noise. It's so bright. Anyway, so very versatile vehicle. Went through the river. I had to exit the tank, get back into it. But it just goes over every single little bit of terrain, which I like a lot. And I want to highlight that so much because I feel like other tanks would just get into the situation and like have to reverse, back up, forward, go to the left a little bit, parallel park, just to get over any little freaking divot in the ground, any hole in the ground from a mortar exploding. They have to they struggle getting over it. So here's a 1v1 with a tank. He has the height advantage, but I mean, it's pretty exposed. I get to see its under gutting, and it tries to throw the flare as like a last resort, and it just kind of added a really cool effect after it exploded. The flares like flashing too. I thought that was pretty cool. But so these are the new assault tank variants, 2 of them at least. It's a really good way to get people on top. They're gonna have a fight. I thought this was hilarious, and they're named Liquor of Cats. I don't know. I saw that and I was like, oh my god. Anyway, so there's 3 new variants of the assault tank. There's a new French assault tank. I showed off 2 of them. Like I said earlier, the gas variant isn't nothing to write home about. I'm not a huge supporter of the gas, but I can definitely see some people who are tactical. I think these people are weighing me down on top of my tank, by the way. I was talking about earlier, oh, this vehicle is so versatile and diverse. It could just go straight up mountains, basically fly. Maybe it's a little rainy on the battlefield as well. I'm so distracted looking at these people on top of my tank. But the gas grenade variant could be used very effectively, but I'm not gonna use that. I want to call in the pigeon. The pigeon is very, very cool. Anyways, guys, leave a like on this video if you're watching 9 minutes in. I hope you enjoy this early access content. Honestly, I wasn't going to post this video until I saw the response of yesterday's video. A lot of people are coming to me as the #1 source for Battlefield 1 tips and tricks, news, top plays. I didn't ask for all these responsibilities, but hey, I'm here now. I'm going through the city, I just went up, I spent so much time going up the mountain, and then I just went, okay, let's ride it straight down, whee! And I'm gonna take a lot of different grenades, but it's not that, see, that was pretty easy to take out. It's not like super powerful and super armored, which I think is a good thing for Battlefield, because a lot of people are complaining about how tanks are so OP, but tanks in real worlds would be OP versus a soldier with the fucking sticky grenade in their sock like it's Saving Private Ryan. But people don't understand that. Why do snipers kill me from a distance? Because that... Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna leave it on a positive note. Bye. I love you. Channel's been doing great. You guys have been supporting like crazy. Thank you.